You are a donkey.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists.
He's a jackass.
Yes, Donkey here today for Tuesday, January 5th, goes to the 45th one-term impeached president of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. Now, I need you to know that what I'm about to say to you is a lie. And that's what the world we live in is all about nowadays. Nobody cares about the truth when the lie is more entertaining. And my lie, okay, will make you pay a little bit more attention to the story. My lie is that Donald J. Trump was on Clubhouse wilding, okay? Asking Georgia officials to find more votes. Now, it's true he did ask Georgia officials to find more votes, okay? That is a fact, all right? And his continued effort to overturn the results of the 2020 election. But it wasn't actually on Clubhouse, okay? Might as well have been, though, because it sounded like it. Listen.
There's nothing wrong with saying that you've recalculated.
Well, Mr. President, the challenge that you have is the data you have is wrong.
Now, do you think it's possible that they shredded ballots in Fulton County? Because that's what the rumor is. And also that Dominion took out machines, because that's illegal.
This is Ryan, Germany. No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
You should want to have an accurate election, and you're a Republican.
We believe that we do have an accurate election.
No, I know you don't. You're off by hundreds of thousands of votes. You know what they did, and you're not reporting it. That's a criminal offense. And you can't let that happen. That's a big risk to you and to Ryan. All I want to do is this. I just want to find 11,780 votes because we won the state. So tell me, Brad, what are we going to do? We won the election, and it's not fair to take it away from us like this. And I think you have to say that you're going to re-examine it.
Now, I've never been on Clubhouse. I get invites all the time, and I will not get on because, number one, I don't need another digital distraction. Number two, when they have those welcome to Clubhouse parties, those are the online equivalent of when Beanie Siegel used to talk about throwing surprise properties for his ops and state property. And number three, it really does just pain me to bring any cultural cachet to yet another app that I'm not making $1 off. But it's clearly a popular app because the president is on there encouraging folks to invalidate votes and told Georgia's Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger, and Ryan Germany, who's Raffensperger's general counsel, that they could be charged with a crime if they failed to support his attempted coup of our democracy. Now, here's my problem with the media. We make this seem normal. Okay, the same way we have made everything the Trump administration over the past 4 years has done seem normal. And because of that, media as we know it will never be the same. Nobody cares about facts. It's all about feelings. And look no further than this situation to understand that the president doesn't care about any of the facts of this presidential election. He cares about his feelings. He feels he won, so therefore he won. All the online conspiracy theories, the tweets, the YouTube videos, he's feeding off all of that and is peeing on our heads but telling us that it's raining. But I really think y'all believe that asparagus-smelling odor coming from that yellowish fluid is actually rain, okay? Because Trump has thrown his middle finger to democracy. He's wiped his ass with the Constitution, and he's still got people around him willing to go along with his BS. It's actually incredible to me that there are regular, everyday people in Georgia who would show up to any rally that he's speaking at, okay? Out of one side of his mouth, he's telling you that the election was stolen, okay, that your votes were suppressed. But then at the other side of his mouth, he's telling you to make sure, okay, to show up to vote today for the Republicans, okay, in Georgia, so they can keep control of the Senate. Well, which is it? All right, the truth is, this phone call right here, all right, your celebrity in chief on Clubhouse shows you where all the corruption is. All right, this phone call shows you all the fraud is, okay? Of course Trump is down there in Georgia wanting you to keep Republicans in control of the Senate because they're the folks who have gone along with his corruption. Personally, I want Democrats to win the Senate. So then Democrats won't have any excuses to not keep promises to black people. I want to see systemic change happen. Guys like Trump They don't want anything to change. In fact, they want to ensure that things stay the same and potentially get worse because the next wannabe dictator may be way more smarter and way more sophisticated than Donald J. Trump. And trust me, they will learn from the Donald J. Trump experiment and attempt to do this again with somebody much smarter and much more sophisticated. Like I just said, if the media doesn't start reacting like none of this is normal, okay? We got the celebrity in chief on Clubhouse threatening a coup for the world to hear, and it's just another headline. Thank God for Donkey of the Day. Please let Kathy Griffin give Donald J. Trump the biggest hee-haw.
Please give this giant jar of mayo the biggest hee-haw.
All right. Well, thank you for that Donkey of the Day, Charlamagne.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when we come back, let's talk Cardi B. Now, you was telling us what happened with Cardi B while she was on live?
Yeah, people were talking about she was playing WAP, and then her daughter, her little cute baby girl Culture, walked in and she quickly turned off the song. And people were saying things on social media, and she was responding. So somebody said, so your daughter can't listen to it, but everybody else's daughter can. Cardi B, okay, exactly what I've been saying. You have an agenda to push with that trash ass label you're with. Disgusting. And Cardi responded, you need to stop with this already. I am not JoJo Siwa. I don't make music for kids. I make music for adults. Parents are responsible on what their children listen to or see. I'm a very sexual person, but not around my child, just like every other parent should be.
Yeah, I don't see nothing what she said that was wrong.
Right, you're responsible
for
raising your children. There's always music that's out there that might be inappropriate for very young kids to listen to, TV shows, things online. And so you do have to monitor what your kids are listening to. But for adults, yes, we can listen to WAP and enjoy ourselves and have a good time.
Yeah, no, I agree totally with that. I mean, it's the same thing with rated R movies. If you're an actor, you make a movie for a type of a different demographic. You don't make it for kids, and her music is made for adults, not for kids. Now, as a parent, you have to make sure you limit what your child listens to or watches. And I do the same with my kids. My kids have never heard WAP. They don't know what WAP is. Even the Beyonce.
So you think?
Nah, they don't. I monitor all that stuff. Even the Megan Thee Stallion, Body. All they know is the hook. That's all they know. They don't know none of the lyrics, none of the songs.
They don't got a Kids Bop version of WAP. They got to make a Kids Bop version of WAP. I mean, it was one of the biggest. It was one of the biggest songs in the country in 2020. I'm sure that now that's what I call music volume 70 million comes out next year or this year, it'll be a kids version of WAP.
I'm sure.
Yeah, maybe WAP, wet ass bubbles. They could blow bubbles, something like that. That could be cute visually.
All right. Well, let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. What are your thoughts? Is Cardi B right? Is Cardi B like, look, I make my music for adults? Or do you feel like, no, Cardi B, you shouldn't cut the music off when your daughter walks in? Let's talk about it.
Imagine if all the music made was only for kids. We wouldn't be listening to any of it.
I don't think that's what people are saying, though. I think people are saying that, you make that kind of music and then other people's kids listen to it, but you don't want your kids to listen to it. I think that's where the debate comes in.
Yeah, but I mean, people gotta watch their own kids. Like, that's what I'm saying. You can't just only make music for your kid to listen to.
It's like if you've ever watched The Social Network and you realize that these people who make these apps that take all of our time and all of our attention, they don't even let their kids use the apps. I mean, there is some hypocrisy in that, right?
Yeah, but it's a little different.
If you're being objective, if you're being objective, there is some hypocrisy in it.
But that's like movies. Some movies are made for adults, but they don't expect children to watch it. And if your child watches it, that's on you. You should be limiting what your child watches. But let's open up the phone lines. 800-585-1051. Let's talk about it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.